Like live on Facebook.
Hi.
Fuck. Well, I got a time limit for 11 minutes. We're live in the group and
We're
everything.
live everywhere.
All right. Well, full disclosure, I did not watch any of this stuff that you
We're
sent
going
me.
to watch it together.
Oh, God.
So,
Your voice is so losery right now.
your perception is illusory. Hey, here we go. We've got 3 clips. We might only make it through 2. We might only make it through 1. But this is some interesting shit. We're going to watch it together. The first one is David Wilcock. He's talking about some really interesting stuff. So let's have a look together, and then we're going to talk about it. Here we go.
Well, I'll be able to hear it
If
too.
we have been guided over by positive extraterrestrials for this long, they've told us in works like Edgar Cayce and Law of One exactly how they work, and that is that they contact private individuals. This whole process that we're going through on Earth, according to Law of One, is an illusion. It's not real in the normal sense. The physical reality is a hologram. And the only thing that really exists is consciousness. And then if you can grok that the only thing that really exists is consciousness, the next step is to say, and it's only got one identity. There's only one identity. And so that's your identity. As you're listening to me right now, you are participating in the original thought, as the Law of One would say.
So, how does that make you feel?
No, you go.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
Because I'm not the one.
Well, also, what's up? Thank you for your comments.
Hello, whoever you are.
Let me know what you think as well in the comments. Like, do you think it's bullshit, or do you think that it has something that like resonates? And I'll tell you what I think. Normal. Got it. Okay. Right. This could be just like normal stuff, depending on your access to information. It depends on your perception about things. But like, yeah, this stuff is kind of like, we're normalizing it now. That this reality is just a hologram. That what we do, it's yeah, Ellen Garrett. So it totally resonates. Absolutely. Sometimes it doesn't matter what David Wilcock says.
This one was Devorah.
Oh, Devorah. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Devorah. Sometimes it doesn't matter to me what David Wilcock says. Like, sometimes he can be a little, like, off and, his head gets a little big. But sometimes he drops some things that are worth listening to. And I think that one was one of them. I mean, right after that, he goes into a rant about something that's off topic, which is why I stopped it there. But that right there kind of just like sums up so much. And the point of this is that for some people who are just peeking beyond the veil, there's some additional information here. And what we can do is listen to David Wilcock's next clip here.
Millions and millions of years faster if your higher self can go backwards in time and give you the right things to squeeze the accordion down.
All right. So again, another bold statement, right? 1, enlightenment is available to everyone. 2, it's just a matter of maybe working with your higher self and having your higher self go back in time and helping you to accelerate the process. Now, all of those statements are based in time, right? And for those of you who are well into, the materials and the process, understand that time can be also perceived as just a concept. So with time as a concept, then what does that statement that he's talking about, having your higher self go back in time and help you to accelerate the process, he calls it squeezing the enlightenment accordion. Like, what does that actually mean to you? Now I'm asking you.
Oh.
And you out there.
Well, we all have the right to believe what we believe.
Yes.
And what we believe is what becomes our reality. That's my belief with it. And it's really true because what you believe is you act upon whatever you believe internally, and it brings forth your reality. in whatever way that may be. So yeah, I totally feel that way. And there's a lot of teachers out there who are saying the same thing, sort of like this right now, in which there are infinite realities. So whatever you're trying to bring forth in your reality right now, there is a version of you in one of these alternate infinite realities that has already accomplished it. So setting that receptor for you in this moment to whoever or whatever version of you in reality is experiencing that, to connect with them, like, hey, yo, I want to, yeah, this is what I want to bring forth. So guide me, allow the guidance to show up and stuff like that, but also having that clear scope view. And we have it all the time, especially for all these meditators out there. Shout out to you guys, or maybe even the person who may have experienced some type of near-death experience, psychedelics, all those different stuff. But like when you get to the point in which you can get into that voided space, the space beyond thought, the space beyond your identity right now, the space that we are from, and the space we go to when we transition from this current life that we're living to the next stage in our evolution. But that space is accessible to us for those who are willing to go there, go beyond that, and also those of us who know that that is what is beyond, as they call it, beyond the veil. But so going beyond the veil and doing that. So what he said, I totally resonate with that. It's so mind-boggling, but it's so cool. But also it's a great realization to have. And for myself, the way I say it is like, this is like a simulation. It's a game going on. It's a reality. It is a designed infinite space in which the infinite creator has all of us experiencing itself in its unique way through us. But I always wonder, like, if we're in this, why not talk to the architect of this to better understand this thing? So the infinite creator, and having these conversations and integrating that into your own life of like, okay, let me get this guidance. Let me get an owner's manual. Let me get this owner's manual. How, okay, if this is an illusion, how can I play with this illusion then?
Got it. I have a feeling that this comment here is Devora. It sounds very navigational. It says, depends on the coordinates that you're looking at it from. And that is also very true. You know, Abraham says all the time, you can't get there from there, right? So if you're in a place that says you can't, then, then that can also very well determine the journey that's ahead of you. If you're in a place that says that you can and gives you access, to these things, then that's a very different story. And this next comment here, we are multidimensional beings existing on all planes in and out of time. Yes. I love this conversation so far.
Yeah. It was whoever said it. I don't know who to give credit to, but it said, whether you believe that you can or you believe that you can't, you're right.
Totally. It says it's a fun storyline. I drive the future self talking to the past self. I play with this one. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
That's what she said.
I want to jump back into that point of that we are all the same identity, right? It's another way to talk about oneness, but I love that angle. And Alan Watts says it in a really cool way too. And I'm going to play that for y'all.
All star has many rays. So the whole cosmos expresses itself. In you, and you, and you, and you, and you, with all the different variations. It dances with infinite variety. But every single dance that it does, that is to say, you is what the whole thing is doing. But you see, we forget it. We don't know. We've been brought up in a special way, so that we are unaware of the connection. The external world is your own body extended.
The external world is your own body extended. I love that. Infinitely one. I bet that's Devora too. 100%. Now, the thing that I love about this as well is that they add in the actions, right? We talk about being a lot. And being, of course, is essential, to understanding the nature of the universe. And once we start to get into and relate to the external world, be it a holographic, simulation, or however it is that you'd like to phrase it, there's also a special relationship that can begin cultivating there. And the way that Alan Watts says it, he says that the whole thing, the whole universe is doing one thing, and that's called you. And that touched me deeply. That was pretty good. So when I look back at David Wilcock, and some of the outlandish things that he says, and like I said, some of the truth that he drops, it's nice to kind of seal it back in with some of the older teachings, like with Alan Watts. And I love how we're all putting our flavor on this. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do this more often. Check you out soon.